married you now more than ever.
All right, last question. Hello, what's your name?
I'm Katie. My question is for you, Diane. When you got the part for Isabella, was it hard for you to portray the part of always having to be perfect?
No.
Well, like that pressure, I mean. Like
No. I'll say this. My Venus is in Virgo. So for anybody who knows that, I've struggled with wanting perfection my entire life, but never even being close to it because it doesn't exist. And so this role really challenged me to look within myself and my ideas of perfection and how I carried that throughout my life and how that made me incredibly anxious and sad. And then looked at the character and how it made her anxious and sad and mean and, you know, isolated and not being able to tell her truth. And really what else can I do? And being able to sing that song along my sister Mirabelle was like so freeing. It was freeing for me and it was freeing for the character, and I love the message that it sent out, because it's like you're not just this one thing that you've been programmed to identify with and be, because that's just because your personality sort of led you there, and then everybody felt comfortable saying like, okay, fine, you're the perfect one. And that's who you are. And you know, it takes courage to say, no, this is a version of me that was created, but this version no longer serves me, so I'm gonna go ahead and make prickly things because I'm angry, and I can do that, and that emotion is healthy too, and it's okay, and then now I'm not angry anymore.
Yes! Now that you got Isabella, you're not angry anymore.
Thank you. And that is our time. Any last words?
One Jesse to another, howdy. And I'd say I think I want to talk to animals, but then I'm really scared of what my cat's gonna say to me. I get so careful of saying it because I'm always ready for him to for me to actually understand what he's saying. Like any second, I feel like he's gonna just start speaking English. But because of the way that we talk to one another, I'm just like, dude, just say what you want to say. And he's just like, and every time I'm singing and I'm practicing, he hates it.
He doesn't like when
I sing. I think because I raised, you know, Apple doesn't fall very far from the tree, and he just wants all the attention on him.
But he doesn't mind when I sing.
No, it's true. I think he likes the different range.
Yeah.
Some people enjoy my low voice. My cat does not. I think it's the low voice trying to be high. I don't know. I'm like, and he's like, anyway, yeah, talking to animals, but God, Giles, please don't tell me something crazy. That's my cat's name. What about you?
Well, I think I'd like to hear, like Dolores, like
it's too much.
No, it's not too much. I want to hear all of it. I'm so nosy. I want to know everything. The thing is, like, as I get older, something's happened to my hearing. I don't know. Maybe I have to go to the doctor. Maybe it's wax built up. But I can't. Like right now, like you asked the question, I was like, I can't really hear.
Well, sorry, I can't really do that. I think it's just the sound system.
Well, fine, but I mean, it's normal. It's like in every other situation. Anyway, I want to hear better.
Yeah.
I'm just a loud person, so I didn't want to get too close. So I'm like, hi.
Oh, no, that's good.
No, that was awesome.
No, you need to
I can hear my voice coming back at me, and I'm like, oh, that's loud. That's good.
Okay. What?
Are you a voice actor?
No, but I like to make weird noises all the time.
Well, I mean, if it's something that interests you,
That's how it's starting goes. We like
I
to
make weird voices.
Yeah.
I've heard the donkey guy who's like, Larissa, the doctor's got all done. I would quote it like Fat Cat.
It gets better every time you do it on the screen.
Alright, well, thank you.
Thanks, Jesse.
Hi, I'm Addie. Okay, just making sure you can hear. It's really nice to meet you guys. My favorite character from Jane the Virgin, and then my celebrity crush. Mine too. My question for you guys is, what kind of opportunities will be like your next goal?
Man, you know what? We're doing a lot of like self-growth and self-healing and working on myself these last 2 years. And I kind of like, I had to stop wishing for, or I don't know, wanting like career goals, because I just don't know if like that was, it was just like setting these like expectations of life or what my career should look like, and then when it wouldn't look like that, I would feel bad about myself. And so now I think I'm just focusing on like self-improvement and making myself like the most comfortable with who I am and the most comfortable with the way things are, so that when that opportunity comes, when something really exciting comes along, I'm ready to take that, step, and I'm ready to accept whatever challenges are in front of me, whatever outcome. And so I guess that's where I am.
Yeah, well, I feel like we were talking about this. It's like setting career goals and trying to have like expectations. At this point, being an artist within the confines of capitalism is just, I don't know what it is.
We don't even know what it
What does it actually look like? So I feel like we were talking about this where it's like when you are good and when you make yourself a priority and you've got like goals for like inner work, the other stuff sort of like begets itself. It comes, the more you open yourself up and like truly have to be okay with like sitting with yourself when you're not like working and doing glamorous stuff, and it's not always glamorous actually. The majority of it isn't. That's usually like 15 seconds of it.
No, every time I go to one of those events, I end up crying at the end of the night.
Always crying.
Always crying at the end of the night. Like, this wasn't what you sold me.
Yeah. It wasn't what you sold me. But it's something that I also am so grateful to discover in Diane, is that she's just such a grounded human person, and I like my celebrity crush too. So like I was like, oh my God, there's no other way to get through this unless you are a human being who works on themselves. So in terms of goals, I think I can speak for both of us when I'm saying we're focusing on like how to even like make our own stuff too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we can't,
Yeah, like
you can't wait around.
Creating
is a goal.
Yeah, it is a goal. And continuing to stay curious.
You have to.
And like every, I don't know, I think, I mean, we want to continue, we want to continue working and acting and singing.
Yes, please, hire us. Seriously.
All of this stuff, collaborating, yeah.
Yeah, but it's, the world is so precarious. We've only got ourselves, love.
And that's its strength to like let go. So that's like crazy. I'm so glad you guys are able to realize that. And it's like, it's hard work.
It's hard work. Yeah, can we get an amen for self-improvement?
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah. You asked a really good question.
Kind of like a mixture between Mirabelle and Isabel. Because like with Mirabelle, she's like so confident and she like doesn't like bring herself down. And with Isabella, well, not the perfect side of her, but like in the end where she realizes that she can make different things and not just flowers.
Yeah. So you feel like a mix of both of those. Yeah, beautiful. That is beautiful.
Thank you for sharing.
I was really good.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Carissa, and my question is for Diana. How hard was it you to go from a show like Orange is the New Black to a Disney movie like Encanto?
How hard? I mean, it wasn't hard because I feel like I've always had all of those things inside me, like, full spectrum, like, you know, Disney princess and bright and joyful, and of course, right, we have, you know, life is like this. And just like our moods and personality are like this in different situations. And so, yeah, it wasn't hard for me to do it because I don't know, I love to express myself in all of these different ways.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love Maritza. Shout out Maritza.
Hello.
GagCon,
Jasmine.
2011.
So Jasmine beat me to my question, so my new question is, if you could either like have the powers of one of the family members or just be any other character, like what would be, it could even be like that random guy that goes, Larissa, the doctor's got out again. Like just any.
What gift would you like to have if you could have a gift?
Well, first of all, nice to meet you, partner Woody.
It's Jessie.
You look, oh my God, you're Jessie?
Yeah, I'm Jessie.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the hat. Sorry, Jessie.
I mean, the creepy show I liked was Ren and Stimpy. After that,
Those voice actors.
yeah, those voice actors. I'm just real. I can't, you know, I can't nerd out like her right now.
No,
and like give you like the first and last names of someone, but
I know, I like what? Well, me and my school person outfit. Anyway.
Sailor Moon.
It's Sailor Moon. Thank you. Pretending to have long hair again. Thank you. Thank you, Primo. Te quiero
Thanks,
mucho.
Bruno.
Thanks, Bruno.
Thanks,
And we're not going to talk about you no more.
Hello.
I'm Jasmine.
Hi, Jasmine.
Hi. And my question is, what sibling do you guys see yourself in that's not your character?
Okay, well, I see myself in Tia Pepa, whose anxiety, whose mood controls the weather. I don't know if anyone knows Howl's Moving Castle as well. My little Studio Ghibli fans, okay? Spirited Away, my favorite movie of all time. Howl's Moving Castle makes me think, well, Howl makes me think of Tia Pepa. And I just very much, whenever I'm in a mood, I tend to suck the air out of the room. And, but at least I'm aware, that's the first step. And I think Tia Pepa, you know, every time she's freaking out and it starts to rain, I kind of feel like that's me. What about you?
I connect to Mirabelle. I think that my personality, or like, I guess, whatever my life has taken me through has made me kind of like this fixer, you know, always having to like mend or like, I can fix it, I can help, you know, I can save you. So I feel like that's
Talk about anything.
I wanted them to go all the way to space, all the way. I mean, like adventures and a life together with that cat they had.
Yes.
In that spaceship, a lot of romance. We actually gave DC a treatment, Madeline, Zima, and I, because we wanted a spin-off, but yeah, they just didn't call us back. So maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll submit again later, but yeah, I wanted it to go somewhere. And Madeline Zima is an incredible actress, and I just die to work with her again. She's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Tessa. My question is for Jess. Nervous. What was your reaction to seeing Ilona Mar do Under Pressure for Dancing with the Stars?
Oh, what was my reaction? You're the fifth person to ask me that this weekend. Well, my reaction was probably the most insane when she followed me on Instagram and then the DM feed said, I hope that my rendition of Louisa makes you proud. And I was...
Who?
Ilona Mar, who did, she danced to the Lucky Bear, the danced to Surface Pressure on Dancing with the Stars,
Oh, okay.
and dressed as Louisa,
Oh.
and the terrifying donkey.
That's
What's his name?
Alan.
So talented, but the donkey, so scary. That was the only, so that's my true, honest reaction. Is, donkey! And then, wow. So amazing. Yeah, she's literally the best. Thanks.
Hello.
Hi there, I'm Carl. What was your experience performing your character live at Hollywood Bowl?
You go.
Yeah, the Hollywood Bowl.
So you're asking Jess.
Yeah.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Being Louisa at the Hollywood Bowl?
Yeah, what was that like?
Well, it was really good. It was crazy. I blacked out. There were a bunch of dancing donkeys, and every time, I know, I'm like, I'm just trying to remember. There were dancing donkeys. It really was crazy. And Diane and I, every time before we would go out on stage, we were both really nervous. So we would just be like, oh, how are we gonna do this? And then we just go out there and then we just do it. And it's the biggest audience I've ever performed in front of. I was wearing a sparkly suit. It felt amazing. It was freezing cold, but my body was boiling hot. Like, it's a crazy experience. Do I have a... My earring just fell? Whoa. But yeah, it was pretty amazing. Dancing with the donkeys was the best part. The dancers surrounding me in a circle when I'm like in the center is like one of the greatest feelings in the whole world. And it was like, it made me go like, oh my God, I actually miss musical theater. This is why I love live performance. It's just so terrifying that I could not possibly do this like, all the freaking time. But like, the dancers gave me so much energy. They were just, and they like hype you up. You just feel so cool. And I'm not really doing anything. I'm just going like this. Well, I am melting my face off, but other than that. Thanks, Frank. Thanks for your question.
How long was rehearsal on that?
2 days.
What rehearsal? Yeah, 2 days. The dancers had a bunch of time to rehearse because, I mean, it was their bag, like that was their thing. And it was clear, they were amazing. But yeah, we literally had like 2-3 days. I don't know how we did.
Hello.
Hey, I'm Austin. I'm just asking Jess to do her favorite Louisa line.
My favorite Louisa line?
Yeah.
Well, my favorite line from the song is, was Hercules ever like, yo, I don't wanna fight Cerberus? Yeah, everyone doesn't owe me $5, just kidding. That's my new bit. I don't know if it's working. Thank you so much. My favorite line, I really like saying, I'm a loser! It's so much fun. I literally said like a series of it in the booth, because Jared and Byron were like, you just give us like a bunch of self-deprecated, like, crying. I was like, So anytime I get to do stuff like that, where my face looks like that, it usually feels the best internally as well.
Thanks.
Hello.
Same.
My question is, what's your favorite color?
Diane. She's asking you, I think.
Cool.
Green. Yeah, what did you think?
I don't know. Like pink or something.
I like pink too, but I like green. Green or pink.
Love green and pink. Wicked. Oh yeah, I can't wait. My favorite color is red.
Thank you.
What is your favorite color?
Wait, what's yours?
Yeah, what's your favorite color? Purple.
Oh, that's both of the sisters' dresses purple.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey.
Hello.
Oh my God, I love the babies.
When will Mirabelle get her gift?
She has us.
Your gift is, I thought you were going to say,
Her
gift is us. Sing it, reach harmonize.
Yeah, but anyway, she got her gift.
Yeah.
Yay!
It is us, family.
Family.
Let me
It's everyone's gift. Family.
Everyone's gift.
Before we leave your question, let me ask you, what would you say, what would your advice be to somebody like Mirabelle who doesn't think that they are special when they actually are? What is your advice to them? Because there are a lot of people out there who just wander and go, I'm not special. What is your advice to them?
Oh my gosh. I would just encourage them to stay present. And the more you stay still, the more you can realize that you are a part of something way bigger than you. And that everything around you, you can find special. And therefore, why wouldn't you find yourself special?
Oh, what a, yes. Beautifully said. I second that. I think it's a very interesting time right now. I think a lot of us are meant to just get a little quiet and observe what's going on and see how we can find our special connection to how we can make this world a better place. Because that's like the ultimate meaning of like what special is when you feel connected to nature and humanity, you know?
I second that too. Bruno, you're out of your basement.
Oh, my cousin! What are you doing here?
She got the rap. She got the rap. She got the rap.
She went from New York. Yeah,
She got the piece of rap.
She got the piece of rap.
Well, big fan of you both, especially big fan of Doom Patrol, so thanks for all you did there.
Yes, Doom Patrol! So cute!
Well, a question for you both. So you both did just an amazing job voice acting, both in the songs and with your lines. There's a lot of very small, subtle things that I just thought were hilarious. So the question is, do you guys have some favorite either voice actors or just a specific animated character that you think they just did a perfect job voice acting?
Anyone? Yes. I actually met, I want to make sure that I have his last name right. Because I typically met him and I'm obsessed with him. I'm like looking at my contacts because I just got his number at the last con. It's the voice of, Marty Grabstein, the voice of Courage the Cowardly Dog, who I met for the first time. Just a legend, absolute legend. And he's just so sweet, and it's really funny because, I don't know, anyone know Courage the Cowardly Dog? Real weirdos in the room now. That was like, do you know Courage? Did you ever watch that?
I watched As Told by Ginger.
Oh, yes. I also watched As Told by Ginger. I love As Told by Ginger. But Courage the Cowardly, I feel like, okay. Courage the Cowardly Dog was very much like so creepy though, and it like terrified me, but I couldn't look away because it was also hilarious in like a weird, dark, twisted way. And so when I met Marty, and I just heard someone in the background go, "The things I do for love." It was that. And then they put me on a panel with him, like just like this, and then I literally was sitting on the couch and I was like, and I started to tear up. It was like amazing. And then we had a heart-to-heart moment. And he's just such a legend and has a beautiful family and a beautiful heart. And it's like true definition of voice actor. Like, wow, amazing. Yeah, I know. Meet your idols. And he's wearing a purple polo shirt. Oh, it's just courage, man. It's courage.
Nervous or excited to be singing in this film?
Excited.
Nervous.
Excited.
Both. Yeah. Freaking Lin-Manuel Miranda. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, what was it like working with Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Excited.
Nervous. Excited. It was really great. He's awesome, and he's just like a genius, and like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, genius.
Little twins.
Yes, I know. I saw you guys yesterday. Yeah.
We need to have children immediately. Together.
Together.
Weird.
I thought those
sisters.
What?
But this is a different kind of family.
Different. Oh my god.
There are different kinds of families. So Lynn was great, genius, just goes in there, makes you feel so comfortable, is so generous.
I mean, he's just, it's really crazy to like play around in his brain and like see how he works, because he's got all these different like you sort of see the like map he's trying to put together when you're working, and he feels like such a valuable asset when you're like taking direction, and you're like, okay, yes. Except for me, my direction was like, please stop trying to sound like that. Don't try to sound perfect. And I was like, oh my god, I'm being called out by my idol, and it's a pandemic, and we could die tomorrow. This is honestly iconic. But getting to meet him over Zoom, yeah, it's excited and nervous. It's like, thank God I had that barrier. If I was a person, I probably would have been even more of a wreck. But now he's just Theo, you know. He's the homie. It's pretty amazing.
Did you expect Surface Pressure to blow up as it did?
No, I didn't. I really didn't.
I did when I saw it.
Well, that's crazy. I thought it was like I was like, oh my god, this song is so emo. I wonder if people will want to like listen to it over and over. I remember literally going over the song with Pisha McPhee, who she worked on it vocally with me, and I remember her saying, she was like, this song is catchy. You know it's catchy, right? And I was like, is it? Like, I'm kind of like, yeah, I've been singing it, but I've also never heard anything like it. So I just wonder how it's gonna come across. And also, I was just listening to Lin-Manuel's like demo. So I feel like I'm sort of doing like a Hamilton impression in my head. I'm like, how is this like turning out? Like, I wonder. I really had no idea, but I knew that the lyrics meant so much to me. So I knew it would. It would affect some people, you know. I was hoping that it would make people feel seen, and it did, but I was not expecting it to sort of transcend the way that it did, because, I mean, a song about anxiety is relatable, like, across the board for everyone. You know?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's what made it pop as big as it did, because it was so relatable.
Yeah.
And then, speaking of songs, as we are now past Halloween and into the Christmas season, Jess, you did a song for a short called "The Gift."
Yes.
How did that come about? Has anybody here seen the short "The Gift"?
Well, it's basically the UK. Yeah. It's like it was like a UK short. Actually. Well, I mean, you could see it here, but it was like a big like promo out there for Make-A-Wish Foundation at the end of 2022, and so that, I mean, it was wonderful to like cap my year off with that, because my life changed in 2022 because of ENCANTO, and I was just able to meet so many wonderful people and start to like navigate my career in a more specific way, like something that felt purposeful and not just like me like praying for something to happen. I like got this wonderful thing that allowed me to like actually do something that felt important, and all of a sudden I was like, wow, being an actor, it doesn't feel so awful. Anyway, I digress. Hey, what was your question?
About how the gift came about, how the song.
It's a pretty cool short, and I did it for Make-A-Wish Foundation, and it's also sung in Spanish. I sing in Spanish. Did you know that? I want you to be proud of me.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. It's also there's a Spanish version of it. So, and it's also when it was like before I like officially changed my IMDb to Jess. So it's like Jessica Darrow, The Gift. And it's honestly, it's a very beautiful song, but it will make you cry. It's really corny and perfect for Christmas time. Yeah. If you're trying to get a little, yeah, you should watch it.
At this time, if you have questions, please feel free to line up. While folks are lining up, I'm going to ask you a question. It's my favorite question to ask, and that is, while doing these conventions, or even in a studio or on a set, has there been that fanboy moment where you saw somebody, you met somebody, whether they were next to you in a green room, and you either couldn't speak, or maybe you spoke a little bit too much and you put your foot in your mouth?
Yeah, I felt that way when I met Diane. And then I made her love me. That's it. I actually just forced her to let me hang out in her dressing room at Hollywood Bowl.
She did.
I did.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
But like, here's the thing that you don't know about me is that I desperately want to be friends with you. I desperately want to be friends with you. I'm a very shy person. I normally don't like initiate. It's my trauma. I'm breaking it.
No, yes, cycle breaker. Well,
Yeah.
you're just a cancer.
I'm a cancer.
Yeah. Oh, love
Very
cancers.
much. Anyway. First question?
Hello.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. Love you both. So my question's for Diane. It's about Doom Patrol. I wanted to know where you wanted Jane and Casey to go and like exploring Kaleidoscope.
Oh my God.
The bear and was like, how can we get Jess there? And
yes.
Our people called your people, and next thing you know, you're here in Minneapolis.
Yeah, definitely poked the bear.
What an expression.
Interesting, I know, right? I'm thinking
What
about
do
that
bears
now.
do?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a thing.
There are bears in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Northern Minnesota.
Okay, y'all know there's different types of bears. Amazing.
So, prior to this, were you Disney fans growing up?
Yes. Huge.
Yeah.
What were some of your favorite movies? Some of your favorite characters?
All of them.
Oh yeah.
Pete's Dragon, Knobs and Broomsticks. Yeah, I was born in the 50s.
We're just going to talk about Pete's Dragon is legitimately like my favorite movie.
Me, I'm like a goofy movie, Hercules. Yeah. You know, I love the little grungy 90s. I love Megra. I loved Max. These are two crushes, you know. And you're like, what? Animated characters? I love the hybrid dog people. Something about the Goofy movie franchise really gets me. So good.
You picked movies with a lot of great songs in them, and did that. So, when did you start getting into acting, and was theater a part of that to go along? You know, with singing, blending with acting.
Me, sorry. Well, I always really loved like performing, you know, as a kid, and it really did start with Disney movies, and I'd watch them, and I was so impressed by them, by the musicality and just how it made me feel, and I was able to sort of imitate and like learn the songs, and so I would then perform for my family, and then my family saw that I liked it, and then, you know, I would join stuff in school and things like that. But yeah, it was always something that I really felt comfortable in and really found a lot of joy in.
Yeah, I feel like we always talk about how much we are obsessed with like Candor and Ed musicals growing up, and Bernadette Peters. It's something Diane and I have in common. We are both just always 40-year-old women at heart. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Is that all there is?
Is that all there is? Send in the clouds. So, you know, we just always, that's always our vibe. At karaoke too. So ever since I can remember, gosh, well, I feel like when I probably played Captain Hook in Peter Pan in the 7th grade, that was when I was like, wow, I have to do this forever. I also like crafted this whole like backstory with him. I was like, well, why is he so evil? Like I have to make him an empathetic character, you know? What's the motive? And I was like, wow, I should have just known I was gay then. And I was just really getting into detail. And I created this backstory that he had like unrequited love, and it was like, why did Peter Pan get to like just be a kid forever and, you know, live the life he wants, but Captain Hook never gets to love the kind of person he loves, and that he had a secret crush on Smee. Was writing fan fiction before I even knew what I was doing. I was just, you know, these dating storylines.
You think he had a crush on Smee?
Well, my Captain Hook had a crush on Smee.
You don't think he had a crush on Peter Pan?
This is getting this is a weird combo.
All right.
Sorry. I don't have farts. Yeah. So love to act ever since I was little. Yeah. Both of us.
One thing about ENCANTO, and as a 40-year-old white guy, I can't relate because everything is about, I look at a TV, I look at a movie, I look at a TV show, and everybody looks like me. So the thing about ENCANTO is that representation and how not everybody, even in the same family, looked the same, how there was different representation. How important was that to you?
Well, it was really important. I mean, clearly it was really important to everyone else too. So finally, yeah. I love to see stuff like this. Well, also, what was most important to me was that I got to be sisters with Diane. That was a joke. But it's not. But it's not. I mean, yeah. There's the fact that the film came out of the pandemic. I think is very telling of like the tone and how everyone felt around it. No one was really expecting to see something that depicted families like so specifically, and everyone can see themselves within the family, which is why I think it's so special. And also, greatest Disney villain of all time, generational trauma. Yeah, bro.
There's different kinds of families, and there's other kinds of communities out there, and like in Colombia, in South America, and Latin American countries, people all live together.
Literally live together.
And everybody.
This is what you do.
And everybody helps each other out, and that is just like just something that we ought to see. We should see all kinds of people represented in different kinds of ways of living. So I was really excited to see that, and I'm from Colombia, so to see some of my customs represented in the film and being a part of that was really, really special for me, especially to just to see the attention to detail and heart that went into this film, and I really love coming to cons because I get to see all different kinds of people from all different kinds of walks of life tell me how special this film was for them. And I feel the same way. It's just such a beautiful connection. I think the through line in the movie is love. And that's all I want to give and all I want to receive and what I want to see in the world. So I was really happy to be a part of this project.
Yes. Period.
So I have heard that there is besides the magic, there is a part that isn't believable, and that would be Abuela saying "I'm sorry." Is that?
I remember. Yes, that is funny. Yes. Someone said this to me at the last con that when I was in Iowa. And it was just hilarious. They were like, this movie was so, they were a Latina queer woman and with a child, and they said, you know what, I love this movie so much, it was so accurate except for the end. I said, what? What do you mean? They're like, no abuela has ever apologized. Okay.
It's true.
And no abuela has ever lived long enough to apologize. Okay? And it will never happen.
No matriarch.
No, yes, exactly. And I was like, oh my God, you stumped me. I think maybe they saw it on Twitter, I don't know, but that was so accurate.
So that was Mirabelle's gift, was getting her to say, "I'm sorry."
Oh my God! No, I think, you're definitely onto something. But yeah. ENCANTO 2 is...
that's what we're gonna see.
Yeah.
See Abuela apologize.
Abuela apologize in different ways.
And see all the mothers.
All the mothers
apologize.
All of the matriarchs apologize.
In different ways.
And then their matriarchs apologizing to them, and then, oh, how amazing.
That's what the movie's about.
But the thing is, ultimately, a matriarch is affected by a patriarch. So, sorry, me trying to switch up the blame. Hey, what's up, guys? No blame. Generational trauma, you guys. We're beating it. We're cycle breakers. That's what my therapist says.
Let's talk about the soundtrack a little bit. Who here loves the soundtrack?